Well, love is in the air at this time of year, isn't it? Valentine's Day tomorrow. The love here at the Conservancy Trust clearly also extends to our birds. We all love what we do here. This little bird here, some of you may know, is Lester, and Lester is a Jack Merlin. And all of us that work here with the birds at the Trust have certainly got favourites. I know you're not really meant to have favourites, but there's certain birds that we all like to work with, and falcons in particular are my passion, have been for many years. And Lester here is a particular favourite of mine, because he's actually my own bird that I fly here at the Trust. He's just over 8 years old now, and I've known him since 12 weeks of age. So I'd like to think we've got a great relationship together. I know certainly the love from my end is very strong. I'm not quite sure that it's a two-way relationship in the same way. I think the food that I provide him is probably the reason that he looks towards me. But no, we have got a great relationship. I say I've been working with him for just over 8 years now. It's a fantastic little bird. Very, very reliable. I've always wanted to work with this species. They are the smallest of the falcons that you'll find in the British countryside. Leicester's what's known as a Jack Merlin, which refers to the male of the species. And the males are the only ones that have got this lovely sort of bluey grey back to the back of their wings there, and also down his tail feathers. And then they've got this, in contrast, this lovely sort of almost burnt orange colour across the chest. And actually when he's flying in the demonstrations and the sun catches him, it really does burn this sort of real autumnal colour, this almost fiery orange, and they are a beautiful species. The females are sort of a browny colour all over really, so they haven't got this beautiful grey that Leicester's carrying here, almost like a miniature peregrine falcon really. So I've got a real passion for the British birds of prey, and actually only a few weeks ago we had a wild Merlin fly through Reggie's wildflower meadow. I didn't see it unfortunately, which I was gutted about because I was on a day off, but yeah, quite a few of the team members saw it and flew through the meadow right towards the end of the day. So they are a species that you will see in this area, particularly in the winter time for us. But they're birds that would normally inhabit the rough grassland open areas and certainly the moorland, and they're normally the sorts of areas that you would find these falcons hunting small birds. That's what would be on the menu. But he's a little pocket rocket. I love him to bits. He's waiting very patiently for me. In fact, I'm going to see if I can juggle here and offer him a bit of food so you can see him eating. And this is a bird that some of you, even if you've been great regulars here over the years, may not have seen him in action, because he's not a bird that would star in our summer season when a lot of our visitors would come and see the birds. So it kind of shows really that all times of the year there's different things going on, and if you haven't been here through the autumn, winter and springtime, then you probably wouldn't have seen Lester in action, because the summer period is when he's actually having a bit of time off, and all of our birds get a bit of time off throughout the year, and Lester's time off is throughout the summer period when he's going through the molt, changing all these really fine intricate feathers, which is what makes him so fast and agile, and this is what falcons really are all about, isn't it? And that's the time when he would get a bit of a rest, and then when he's looking in tip-top condition, and he'll molt every single year, then he comes out and although he's one of the smallest birds on our team, weighing in a massive 160 grams today, so there's not a lot to him. He's one of the smallest birds on the team. Actually, he's one of the best birds to fly in the inclement weather. So even on a very strong windy day, when we would be a little bit wary of flying some of the birds that we've got here, so they might struggle a little bit. Leicester's certainly one of the birds that we would pick because of his streamlined form. He's well designed for slicing through the air at high speed. So drizzly days, windy days, doesn't really matter to him, to be honest with you, does it? Got anything to say? No? You enjoying that? Says yes, thank you. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Just thought I'd share that with you. The love for our birds at the Conservancy Trust. See you soon.